Life Changers, you are already aware of one of our evangelists for the revival, Bishop Bronner, how the Lord miraculously healed him from a devastating stroke that even impacted his speaking. You're also aware of how last year God used our second speaker, Pastor Wilcox. What you're not aware of is how the revival impacted the lives of Life Changer, JR, and Kim Smith. Listen to their story and you will see why you must attend the revival and the family forum.
Well, it all started several years ago where Kim and I were experiencing some marital problems, and through that process we went through our ups and downs.
The two of us, we were living in a household and we didn't have a relationship, and I didn't feel like I was being heard or honestly that I was even loved. But as time elapsed, it just appeared that for whatever reason we just couldn't get back on track, and just try to really be a couple in front of our kids. You know, it was just very explosive.
We really couldn't coexist and had to separate.
The intention was never to not be together. It was really trying to figure out how to find our way back. And I think in the back of my mind, what I always thought of is that this marriage was meant to work. In the meantime, you know, life still goes on, and we're at work and we're trying to shuffle, and eventually we knew it was coming. A job change was gonna come for me because of the track that I'm on within my company, and it was just a matter of time. Got an opportunity, went to New York for a big conference, and I got up that night out of my sleep, and you know, so many times I always say something hit me, but something didn't hit me. God hit me, the Spirit hit me. I got up, I wrote my list. I said, this is the people that I'm gonna try to reach out to talk to about career. One of the executives extended an invitation and said, get on my calendar.
What really brought this to a head was the weekend that we had scheduled to have our grandson's baby dedication. Kim moved back in. She moved back in that Saturday. That Sunday we had the baby dedication. That Monday we had heard some news regarding an opportunity for Kim. And then on that Tuesday morning we decided to together take that blessed water out of the refrigerator and pray and ask God for making good decisions for our family.
The guy that I wanted to have the job, to work with, called and offered me the job. He offered me the job 2 hours after we drank that blessed water. Once we aligned ourselves, and that's exactly what JR said, baby. Once we aligned ourselves, became one and one accord again, and did what he wanted us to do, the phone started ringing off the hook. Opportunities came, we couldn't even keep up with them. So then we sat back and said, wow, we've refinanced the house. Now we got a job offer and it's in New York. Next morning, phone rings. It's HR saying, Kim, we need to go over your plan, your mobility plan for this job. They said, it's all paid for. Well, what's all paid for? Your housing is paid for, your utilities are paid for. We'll pay for you to come. We'll pay for your family to go back and forth. We'll pay for seasonal trips for you to come back and visit your extended family throughout the year. We'll rent you a car for the duration. If you don't want to ship your cars, no problem. I mean, every single thing that you would think it's in a plan. It was all laid out. And I just sat back in my seat like, oh my God, thank God. I'm so grateful to God that we've come through this.
You see, attending New Life is simply life-changing.